Today's adventure brings us to Milford, New Hampshire, where we will be exploring some of the abandoned granite quarries. And we will be starting in the Mayflower Hill Town Forest. And up where we're parked is where the trail is. Hey, hon, I had no clue that the AT came through Milford, New Hampshire.
It does! It does!
No, it doesn't.
This is what the trail looks like. And there's loads of mountain laurel.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. On both sides. Look at this.
We're now on the Blue Trail, which is going up. And the reason that we're on the Blue Trail is because we had to get the geocache. You know there had to be geocaches. There's geocaches everywhere, so we're going to do what we do and get back to the video. All right, I believe that to be Packmonadnock, followed by North Packmonadnock from the summit of Mayflower Hill in Milford. Cheryl, did you find something?
I did. Bird's eye view, cardinal. This was a tough find. Threw us off quite a bit.
Maybe we'll give it a favorite point.
Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna do what we do, get back to the video. Of course, you gotta have a fire pit. And if you got all this granite laying around, make yourself a chair. And if you have more, make yourself a comfy chair.
Very comfy.
So just where did all these pieces of granite come from that allowed somebody to build some Flintstone furniture here?
I don't know, honey. Tell us why.
Well, we're actually standing right next to one of the areas where it was quarried from. So you can tell by all of the shot drilled holes that this was probably separated by a method called plug and feather. Here's an excellent example. You can see where the drill holes were, and they did plug and feather it. That's what the separation's for, but they just left it here. This area is one of 2 quarried areas that we have found on Mayflower Hill. As a matter of fact, the town had 15 at one time. There was so much granite leaving this area that, well, Milford became known as the Granite Town. It all happened back when Milford became incorporated in 1794. Yeah, it used to be part of Amherst. And once it became incorporated, well, it was discovered that there was a lot of granite here. Now, the exact date isn't known, but somewhere around 1810 to 1833, first granite was made into stairs. They put it on an ox cart, boom, headed up to Nashua. Supposedly it was going to become stairs for a church. Now, the father of the granite industry is known as Captain Peter Burns. He opened up a quarry on his farm. I believe it was over on Armory Road. Well, the granite industry had its peak between 1890 and 1930. And guess what?
What?
If you take a $10 bill and flip it over, you know how the US Treasury is on the back of that?
Yeah. You
know those pillars are there?
Yeah.
Supporting the building?
Yeah.
Guess where they came from?
Where?
Milford, come on.
Milford?
I set you up for that. You didn't even get it. Anyway, by 1920, more cement was starting to be used. They were starting to use asphalt on the road, so granite wasn't as important as it was in the earlier day. And according to the Granite Town history, which is Milford, it says that the depression of the 1930s was the final blow to the granite industry.
Oh.
So this was Mayflower Hill again. We're going to go over to Patch Hill now, and we want to show you 4 more quarries over there that have a little bit more to show than what you could see here. So let's go.
So we've been to the Mayflower Hill Town Forest, and we went and saw the quarry.
More there than we thought.
Now we're on the other side. We drove over to the other side, and
we're parked up here. And there are 4 we're going to find. This map doesn't show them all. That would be the first one. The second one is supposedly located right around here. That would be the third one. And the 4th one will bring us back into Milford. Lost and found alert. If you're missing sneakers, they're under this rock. But that's not what we're here for. Cheryl, what did you find?
The Patch Hill Trail gas saver. So let's do what we do and get back on the trail.
All right then.
So we no sooner stepped on the trail and we came to this first quarry site. What we're looking at is the remains of a quarry shed, and it was built with the scraps from the quarry.
Oh, hey look, it's a square hole.
Square hole? Can you get a round peg in a square hole?
If it's smaller than a square. Look at all the artifacts in here. All right, so inside the remains of the shed is this T-shaped concrete block which held an air compressor. The air compressor was sold during World War II for scrap metal. More artifacts around the remains of the building. Down here some wood with some wire around it. Most of the information that we're getting came from stonestructures.org. This was believed to be the base of a derrick or some kind of crane to move the granite around, getting it into the shop over here so that they could get it to shape or size, whatever the customer wanted. Yeah, this is how they would have supported the derrick, the guy wires.
Oh, the tree doesn't like it, huh?
No. Well, would you?
No.
All right, so we're in the quarry, and we came across something that's a little bit disturbing, so I'm hoping that it's just a mistake. I know that they made tombstones from the granite that they got, but, well, you be the judge. There's one laying right here, and it's upside down. I mean, that's just sad. I'm hoping she's not buried here. I'm hoping it's just a mistake, and I mean, she was only 12 years old, for God's sakes. So I'm going to go with it was a mistake that they just tossed away. So this trail will bring you by all 4 quarries, and eventually will bring you into the Patch Hill Conservation Land. And if you continue past that, this trail will go all the way down to where we were this morning. Yep, the Mayflower Hilltown Forest. So it's quite a network of trails out here. You could spend a good amount of time exploring them all. Yep, another quarry. There's a pan around. There's a bunch of jumbled boulders for you of granite.
Off to the right of the trail, we have this guide wire that goes up, up, up to the derrick next to quarry number 3. Let's check it out. So what this derrick does is shown in the picture just below it. The derrick was used to move the big pieces of granite around the quarry. Cool tool. So this reminds us of Redstone Quarry. This is one of the air compressors.
You know, if I had a screwdriver and a wrench,
Think you could fix it?
I think I could fix this.
Oh, right. This is what they use to supply the air to the power tools. So this is a view of the quarry as we walk into it. It's turned into a nice little pond. I hear frogs.
I keep mentioning plug and feather.
Oh, we have a sample.
I just did that one for you.
Oh, thank you.
I told you, I fixed the air compressor.
That is a plug and feather.
As you bang it down, it causes it to spread, pieces break off. I believe that's how it works.
There's the derrick over the water. I gotta go look for some frogs. They're very froggy. I knew I could hear you.
See how the pieces are thin? They couldn't get any thick stuff out of here, which is probably why it was abandoned. And right down here is a piece just about the same thickness. You can see where they split it.
So what did you find?
I just wandered through the woods and found quarry number 3, another geocache. We're gonna do what we do, get back to the video. We no sooner crossed the Milford line, and we're at the 4th quarry. You can see Cheryl down there. This quarry was built on an angle so that all the water would run off and not create one of those black looking lagoons like we showed you over at the 3rd quarry. So let's check this out. So out of the 4 quarries on Patch Hill, this is the largest, and the granite here was considered to be superior compared to the other 3 quarries. And also, they were able to grab large blocks of it from this quarry. And signs that there was a derrick somewhere around here. More than likely. Massive amounts. And I know it's from the quarry because that's the telltale sign.
Hey babe, what do you got there?
A pollen-covered ammo box. But this is called Granite Everywhere, and, well, it is the Granite Town in the Granite State, so we're gonna do what we do, and I think we're almost done.
What do you got there, babe?
Well, after a successful day of geocaching, we found the one that eluded us on the way in. This is called Tweety, and we found it this time. Very clever. So we're gonna do what we do, and get back to the video. All right, so we're back down to the trailhead now. We showed you the quarry over on Mayflower Hill this morning, and we just showed you the 4 up here on Patch Hill. It's nice taking a step back into the past and seeing the old artifacts and whatnots. So, but that does bring us to a close. So till our next adventure, the end.